You know, sometimes I wish NASCAR just wouldn't do two races at Pocono, cause Pocono is just not a fun track to be at. Uh, so yeah, and Pop's calling me now. What?
Wait a minute.
Pop, if it's about that paper, it's not a big deal.
When did they give it to you? You're already in the eighth grade.
What do you mean I'm already in the 8th grade?
Aren't you in eighth grade in middle school?
Yeah, but I'm talking about why'd you say that?
You're supposed to have it done before the eighth grade.
Yeah, and I already did.
I know. No, I just wonder why they gave it to you.
Yeah, well, they're gonna do it again, so just... Okay, sorry about that, everybody. But I'm gonna get to the racing at the worst track in the game now, which I'd honestly rather do than well, I actually wouldn't rather do it than literally anything. Wait, oh yes, I forgot they invert the field for this race and they actually do it in the game. So me finishing like 16th or something in that last race paid off. That's what I'm talking about. The car's not gonna turn into turn one. How much you want to bet? But, hey, good to know they actually did this for this game. Oh, God. Chastain just screwed me there. Nice going, Ross. Once again, though, my whole thing about me starting on the outside is not good. There we go, that proves it. You can't just say that that's, well, that's, me running into somebody. Even though, considering I said Chastain screwed me there, and I came down into Chastain. You know, that's kind of something there, and I overblew the corner. Wow, this race is going well already. I'm right where I finished. I think I'm gonna go try to do the. I'm gonna restart the race. There's just I gotta restart the race. They really have to add the choose cone because I want to start on the outside, not outside, on the inside every time, and I kind of can't do that with the way the game is now, which really stinks. Because I literally... I know you can run the outside in this game, unlike in the Heat games, but the Heat games are the reason I don't run the outside, okay? They give me, like, PTSD from the one time, God forbid, I tried to run the outside lane. Like, when I was, like... Well, I was 11, I guess, because it was when I first got the game. Which was Christmas 2019, so I was gonna turn 12 in, like, a month and a half. I'm gonna stop talking about that. But yeah, that one time, that first time, I realized, wow, I really need to get my life sorted out. Also, I could actually get my 6th win of the season. Don't ask why I've won so many races. But remember that beginning of the season stuff I did in January? Yeah, that kind of comes into play here. But this kind of makes it feel like I haven't won ever, you know what I'm saying? It's like a whole new era of me playing a NASCAR game. I almost wrecked Ryan Newman, that kind of screwed me. But I guess I deserved it that time. That time it wasn't the game starting me in the outside. Well, it did start me on the outside, but you know, it wasn't the reason this time. Okay, I'm gonna try to just not run into Chris Buescher. Everyone knows I hate this track once again, but honestly, that might turn around just because they flipped the field. You know, speaking of turnaround. Busher, why did he have to do that though? He just like, no, why are the AIs able to run such a... I'm gonna start complaining again, but why are the AIs able to run such a perfect line? Like, if that were me, no matter what setup I was on, no matter how much I put turn into that car, this car is so tight. I have it on the loosest setting possible, and it's still super tight, because I was off the throttle that whole time exiting the corner, so... We can't start working on NASCAR 22 yet, boys. We gotta fix this. Especially considering this is the last NASCAR game on this generation of console. And I know my parents aren't gonna buy me a PS5. So we're talking, I'm gonna have to wait I'm gonna have to wait like 6 years or something when I get a nice well-paying job to to, you know, get NASCAR 22. Which, I mean, I guess that's kind of good for me considering, the last few months I've been scared of growing up. Ever since January, just one Alonso Larone video. Nothing against him at all, but it's just, and the video autoplayed, and I was like sick as hell that weekend. It was a break. Basically, if school didn't give us that break, that day off of school, as fun as it was, they could have just not given us that, and as much as I hate to say it, I'd rather go to school because then I wouldn't be afraid of dying. Also, let's not do this. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it. Also, I have a tire down. That's why my car is so tight. One of my tires is, very low. It's the right front, obviously. It's not down, it's just worn because of the contact I had earlier with the wall. Oh, that time, it's William Byron. I overdrove the corner, though, so I deserved it, but let's at least get a good stage finish here. Oh, I'm gonna be on the outside again. Everyone knows I'm gonna absolutely die. I should have just let Alex Bowman pass me. Dang it. That or I should have wrecked Kyle Busch at the end of the stage. Yeah, that would have been much better. Also, why am I starting ahead of Kyle Busch? How come the AIs, like, on the starts, they're allowed to pass me? In real life, like, they don't let you do that, but so, a lot of times, like, the AIs will just pass me while the caution's still out. Say I started in like, 12th or something, or not 12th. Say I started in 11th or something, yeah, because that's a good position. Uh, also, I love these restarts, by the way. Every single stage break. Since there's probably not going to be any other cautions because AIs don't wreck themselves, and I'm not gonna, at least not gonna intentionally wreck anybody, unless they do something dumb. Oh, well, there goes that. I'm up into ninth though. That's the good news. Also, why does the AI hit the brakes? Like why does my car automatically hit the brakes? Like, I've gotten damage to the back of my car because of that. Fortunately, I think I forgot to turn damage back on. Also, this brings back good memories right here. Yeah, this is good greasy stuff with me playing the NASCAR 21 season that I never finished. And I actually wasn't planning to even do any more of it until yesterday, which just so happened to be this is actually exactly what happened with my NASCAR Heat 4 days. I'm gonna go back on a nostalgia rant right here, but I remember it was like the beginning of 2020, and there are these Pocono races coming up. It was Heat 4. A few months after that came out. Well, it was like January 2020, so a little more than a few months after that came out. But yeah, basically I was doing this season on my old channel, which don't go look for it if anyone was ever interested, which they weren't, because it got deleted by YouTube for basically no reason around the end of 2020, really mid 2020. It was August. That's also when when all my first real nostalgic channels got deleted. Also, this thing is really bothering me, and I can't make a pit stop to... I can't... Nah, let's not blame that on me, because the car doesn't drive in the way I want it to, okay? And it's the game's fault, too, okay? I can't make a pit stop without going a lap down, and there's no way to unlap yourself, like I said before. If you're like at Talladega or something, for example, and, you get turned, or like I said before, more realistically, you turn yourself and then you blame it on an AI, as multiple people do in NASCAR games. Uh, and you go a lap down because you want to pit, you know, or you just want 4 fresh tires under a caution. You still go a lap down because that's what happens. You're basically just gonna have to do the Denny Hamlin route and just like pretend you're up there battling, because you can still be up with the leaders, you know. Just, I'm not trying to wreck these people. God. And that's gonna be an outside restart, so I am gonna try to wreck somebody on the restart. Alex Bowman, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't have passed me. It was not worth it. Oh, never mind. I think he understands. Okay, well, I'm not doing this to win the race, by the way. I'm not, like, intentionally bringing out cautions to get up to the front. Even though that's kind of what's happening, I'm getting up to the front because of the cautions. I'm simply trying to drive my car to the best of its ability, which, thanks Tony Stewart, you gave me a sucky car today. A car that, I forgot to set up before the race, to be fair, but at the same time, I was just doing a race, and usually it saves my setups. So maybe I'm on a stable setup, which, like I once again said before, whenever I smell a stable setup, this is not good news. Fortunately, what is good news, somehow, some way, somehow, don't ask how, don't ask why, the caution's out, but, I have creeped my way into the top 5. And, are we gonna have 1 to go? Okay, 2 to go. We're literally having a 2-lap shootout, somehow, like I was trying to say before that happened. I have, don't ask how, don't ask why, don't even ask when it happened, because I couldn't tell you any of those. But I have creeped my way into the top 5, and just like that, it's gone. That's what I get for saying it. Throw the caution. That's the game again. I got hooked right there. Ryan Blaney, you're gonna get it. Oh, damage is on. So yeah, it's damage I got on the right front of my car because of a teeny bit of contact. So that's unfortunate, and I didn't forget to turn the damage off. And I didn't mean to do that once again. I mean, just because it helps me doesn't mean I meant to do it. I mean, that didn't help me actually. That screwed me. I'm on the outside, and there's a 2-lap shootout. I could turn Ryan Blaney here because he sort of got me into a little situation, but I'm gonna try to keep my cool. I'm not winning this race. There's no way. No, I wouldn't feel right winning this race anyways. It's not like I'm gonna not try, like, cause I know, I will admit it, guys. There are races back, like, I did like a month or so ago, or 2 months ago, where I, like, intentionally lost the race. Or like in the NASCAR Heat 5 days at super speedways. Cause you know it's basically impossible to not win a super speedway race in NASCAR Heat games. Or any NASCAR game in general. Unless it's NR 2003, it's impossible to not win a super speedway race. Yeah, but I'm gonna actually try. I would not feel right winning this race, because obviously there was a little bit of a reason why I did it, but I ended up wrecking like a bunch of people by accident. Whoa, Blaney sent me off into the corner. I have a feeling Blaney wouldn't feel right winning this race either, at least he shouldn't, so I'll go ahead and help him out with that. So Busher's like the guy who should win this race. This is actually kind of cool. We're going for it. We're clear. Oh, this is going to be really interesting coming out of turn 4, because I know Busher is going to get a huge run, or someone's going to get a run on the inside. Please don't tell me. Oh no, the car got really tight. Exit in the corner. Here comes Busher. I did not want to win that race. And it's because they inverted the field. Wow, I did not want to win that. That honestly makes me feel really bad that I won that race. Honestly, I'm not gonna, like, you know, let off and just let somebody else win it, but, like, I did not want to win that race. I'll be honest with you. That's the one time I'll ever say I don't feel right winning that race. I mean, actually, I don't remember when it was, but it was earlier in the season. I didn't feel right winning the race either. I think it was a Daytona 500 just because, like, well, nobody, like, if I won the first race of the season, okay? That makes the season really, really boring. We're going to a road course next, which is, kind of my strong suit. One of my strong suits, at least. So, I'll see what I can do there. But, yeah. Also, why is there a thing called Quick Trip, but it's not QT? That's like copyright infringement, right? But, yeah, I'll see you guys later. I got a comment on this. Hey, AJ said, yo, yeah, I just won a NASCAR 21. Yeah.